On this edition of City Focus, we learned some highlights of the 2015-2016 city budget. We'll give you information on changes to your sanitation fees. We'll tell you how you can get involved with the Neighborhood Watch program. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Hello, I'm Marcus Meconico, the media coordinator for the City of Valdosta, and this is City Focus, your source for information for what's happening in your city. Let's take a look at a few of the key topics that are happening in your city this week.
One of the most difficult tasks for every city in these economic times is to deliver a balanced budget. At the June 25th City Council meeting, the City of Valdosta did just that. The city was able to build a balanced budget for the fiscal year 2016 without a property tax increase.
We have recently adopted our fiscal year 2016 budget for the City of Valdosta, and it's a rigorous process that actually begins in January, where we reach out to all our departments and our employees and understand the needs of the city, and then build that budget through the spring, and then have budget hearings with the department heads, and then work to balance that budget. So this year, in preparing the budget, it was necessary to cut about $6.2 million out of the request of the departments in order to have a balanced budget. Then we present that balanced budget to the mayor and council over 2 nights of budget hearings. So we had over 6 hours where we presented that budget on a line item basis to our elected officials, where they could understand and have input into the budget process. And then following that, we have a final public hearing where the budget is adopted by the mayor council, and that recently happened. So what was adopted is about an $85 million budget. About $30 million of that is in the general fund. That's your basic services like police and fire and engineering and streets and rights of way. And of course, there's about $32 million in capital projects. So a lot of construction will take place this year. Some of the bigger projects are completing our new wastewater treatment plant, which is about a $23 million project, and completing our force main project, which is about a $32 million project. In this budget, we also have the replacement of 2 17-year-old fire trucks. Fire trucks are necessary, but they're also quite expensive. Those cost about $500,000 each. And also the orderly replacement of a lot of our vehicle fleet, including rolling out and replacing about 17 police cars due to age and condition.
Not all requests from each department were accepted, but the needs of each department are being met, all the while continuing to provide all the necessary services to the citizens of the city. I
may say that to the police department, has a nearly $14 million budget. You know, I've got to cut your request by about another $400,000. You understand what your greatest needs are, so I need your help. For me, being at a higher level, I may unintentionally cut something that's a greater need than something else might be, so I also reach back to the departments in the process as we get towards the end and say, help me prioritize your greatest needs here. Here's where I need to get the budget to. And they're great about that. We have great professionals in all of our operating departments, so it's just a process, and everybody at the end is happy with the budget that we adopted. Is it perfect? No, there'll never be a perfect budget, but I think we can meet the needs of our citizens with what we've adopted.
Hanson says the mayor and city council were very pleased with the hard work that everyone put into this year's budget.
I think the mayor and council were very pleased with the budget. They also understand the economic realities of the times that we're living in. What's interesting is we're collecting less now, $1 million less a year in sales tax now than we were in 2007.
The City of Valdosta FY 2016 budget is effective July 1st, 2015. Citizens may view the budget document at valdostacity.com.
Citizens who seek a rewarding public service role in the community are encouraged to apply for the 10 positions currently vacant on the city's boards, commissions, authorities, or advisory committees. These volunteer positions, requiring only a few hours each month, are designed to give citizens a voice in their local government and allow them to influence decisions that shape the quality of life for residents in the community. Anyone who has been a resident of Lowndes County for at least 6 months prior to the nomination is eligible to apply. Interested citizens have until July 30th to review the membership requirements, complete an application, and sign the Code of Ethics form for any of the following 10 positions.
With the new fiscal year, citizens will see changes to their sanitation fees. The city's Public Works Department serves over 18,000 customers with sanitation services. Customers will see a $2 per month residential sanitation fee increase while eliminating the $10 to $20 special pickup fees. Special pickups are items that require special handling, such as appliances, furniture, and other large household items. Sanitation customers who utilize the free special pickups for small piles even twice a year, which in the past would have cost between $20 and $40, will notice little to no difference in their annual sanitation costs. Citizens are required to call and schedule these larger pickups.
We had to utilize a foreman to drive ahead, and that foreman was spending a majority of the time writing up these piles, taking pictures, and then processing. So in this way, it helps us better utilize our manpower, and it helps the citizens, and to make sure that the streets are clean to keep Valdosta beautiful.
For more information or to make arrangements for a special pickup, call 229-259-3590.
The Valdosta Fire Department is preparing for their second Citizens Fire Academy. This free 9-week program gives citizens the chance to take a class on what it's like to be a firefighter. We spoke with senior public educator Chris Staples to learn more about the class.
The Citizens Fire Academy is the fire department's one of the ways that we're trying to reach out to the community and let them know exactly what we do and how we do it, and kind of give them an idea of what it's like to be a firefighter.
Students in the first class felt they were able to learn many things.
The first one was really good. We had a really good class. They were interactive. They weren't afraid to participate. And a lot of them did things that they just didn't think that they could do, and they did them. And so it was really a good experience for everybody.
Students learn a variety of things that firefighters do on their day-to-day jobs, from using the fire hose to extrication.
They learned about hazmat. They learned about the stuff that we wear, our personal protective gear, communications. There's a live fire. There's all kinds of stuff that we do. They had fun doing all that stuff.
The process for registering for classes is very simple.
They need to call Station 1, which is 229-333-1836, and we can email them an application, or they can come down and pick one up.
The deadline for the application is July 31st. For more information on Citizens Fire Academy, contact Sergeant Chris Staples at 229-333-1835 or visit www.valdostacity.com/fire.
People love dogs. They love dogs so much that there are 70 million of them in the U.S. That's a lot of dogs. And it's a lot of dog poop. In 1 year, those 70 million dogs produce 10 million tons of poop. That's right, 10 million tons. And those 10 million tons of poop are everywhere. In that yard, on this road, on those stairs, on that table. Wait, what? How does it even get there? Okay, but here's the scoop on pet waste. When it rains, that poop is washed into nearby rivers, lakes, and streams. And that's a problem because as that pet waste decays, it uses up oxygen that fish and aquatic life need. Leaving your pet's poop around kills this fish here. Yeah, that doesn't seem right, but you can fix it. It all begins with you. Picking up after your pet helps keep our rivers, lakes, and streams healthy for recreation and protects human health and the plants and animals that depend on clean water. Scoop that poop every time. Place it in a plastic bag and toss it in the trash.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it! Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Well, we have Norma Jean Johnson here from the South Health District to tell us more about what we can do to avoid heat-related illness. Welcome, Norma Jean.
Thank you, Marcus. Glad to be here.
Thank you. Well, often we don't often think of heat causing illnesses, but what are some of the effects extreme heat can cause on a person?
Well, extreme heat can lead to very high body temperatures, brain and organ damage, even death. It is important to stay cool and hydrated in extreme temperatures to avoid serious health effects like heat exhaustion and heat stroke.
Okay. And what's the difference between heat exhaustion and heat stroke?
Well, heat stroke is a serious illness characterized by body temperature greater than 105 degrees, and symptoms may include dry, red skin, convulsions, disorientation, delirium, and coma. Onset of heat stroke can be rapid. Serious symptoms can occur within minutes. Treatment involves the rapid lowering of body temperatures using a cool bath or wet towels, and you need to keep the victims of a heat stroke in a cool area and immediately call 911. Heat exhaustion is a milder form of heat stroke that may develop due to a combination of several days with high temperatures and dehydration in an individual. Signs of heat exhaustion can include extreme weakness, muscle cramps, nausea or headaches, and victims may vomit or faint. Heat exhaustion is treated with plenty of liquids and resting in a cool, shaded area.
Okay, that's good information for all of us, and lets us know what we need to do and what's the difference between the two. Let me ask you this: we have a lot of people here in Valdosta that work outside. What advice would you give to those people that work outside to avoid any of these heat-related illnesses?
If you're working outside, you need to drink more fluids, and you don't wait until you get thirsty to drink, and don't drink liquids that contain alcohol or large amounts of sugar. These can actually cause you to lose more body fluid. And you need to wear lightweight, light-colored, and loose-fitting clothing, and limit your outdoor activity to morning and evening hours. Cut down on exercise, and if you must exercise, take short breaks and stay hydrated. Protect yourself from the sun with a wide-brimmed hat, sunglasses, and sunscreen with an SPF 15 or higher. The most effective products say broad spectrum or UVA, UVB protection on the labels.
Okay. Other than people who work outside, are there any other groups that are more vulnerable to heat-related illnesses than those people that work outside?
Extreme heat affects everyone, but it can be especially hard on the elderly, infants and young children, and people with chronic illnesses such as heart disease and blood pressure. Check on neighbors, friends, or family at particular risk at least once a day.
Okay. Are there any other tips that you can give us that we need to do to protect ourselves from the heat?
Sure. Drink more fluids regardless of your activity level. Avoid liquids that contain alcohol or large amounts of sugar. These can actually cause you to lose more body fluid. Stay in an air-conditioned space. If your home does not have air conditioning, go to the shopping mall or to the public library or a friend or relative's home. Even a few hours spent in air conditioning can help your body stay cooler when you go back into the heat. Electric fans may provide comfort, but when the temperature is in the high 90s, fans will not prevent heat-related illnesses. Taking a cool shower or a bath is a much better way to cool off. Wear lightweight, light-colored, and loose-fitting clothing. Never leave infants, children, adults, or pets in a parked car, even if the windows are cracked open. Remember to always look again to be sure everyone is out. And if you see anyone locked in a hot vehicle, call 911. Okay. Limit your outdoor activities to morning and evening hours. Cut down on exercise. Protect yourself from the sun with wide-brimmed hat, sunglasses, sunscreen, and remember to stay cool and well hydrated as in these extreme temperatures we are currently experiencing to avoid serious health effects like heat exhaustion and heat stroke.
Okay. Well, we want to thank Ms. Johnson for coming in and sharing this vital public health information, and we'll be back here on City Focus.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
A safe neighborhood is important to all of us. One way to police our own neighborhood is by joining the Neighborhood Watch program. The Neighborhood Watch is a national program endorsed by the City of Valdosta. The purpose of the program is to unite law enforcement agencies and individual citizens in an effort to reduce residential crime.
A lot of times when people have neighborhood watch, some would think the call volume go down, but actually the call volume goes up. This is because people are now calling the police department more, making it easy for us to stop something from occurring. We want to teach them to call us when they hear those things. That way, if a crime is being committed or someone is contemplating on committing the crime, then we're there better to stop it.
The city currently has 13 active watch groups. To be considered active, a group must meet 4 times a year. Valdosta Police Department meets with each group to support their attempts to prevent local crime and create a safer environment.
The difference between active and inactive is the ones who are active send us minutes from their meeting. If a neighborhood watch is still inactive, that doesn't mean we don't stop patrolling. We still patrol. We still do as much as we can, but it's easier to serve them by them turning in their minutes.
Valdosta PD encourages all citizens to become more involved to help your neighborhood and assist the security of the city.
We get neighborhood watches from when we have certain neighborhood meetings. I ask them if they want to have one started. They will contact me with their answer, yes, usually. Then they may give the information to another person, another neighborhood, and it spreads that way. The more neighborhood watch program we have in our area, the lower crime goes down. So we try to get our neighbors to get involved. Help us. Help us help you in stopping these crimes from occurring in your area.
If you would like to learn more about starting your own Neighborhood Watch program, contact Officer Bernardus Williams with the Valdosta Police Department at 229-242-2606 or through email at vwilliams@valdostacity.com.
The last day to vote for Valdosta's People's Choice Photo Contest is right around the corner. July 15th is the final day for voting for your favorite photo at the Annette Howell Turner Center for the Arts. Photographers from all around Valdosta have submitted photos of their best work, and those pieces are placed into 5 separate categories in which the winners will be determined by your votes. Winners will be announced Monday, July 20th from 5 to 7 p.m. All photos will remain on display at the Art Center until July 25th. If you would like to vote on your favorite photo, visit the Turner Center for the Arts during normal operating hours at 527 North Patterson Street or call 229-247-2787.
On July 20th, Main Street will host the Taste of Downtown, which will kick off the Downtown Valdosta Restaurant Week, which will run from July 21st to the 25th. We spoke to Main Street Coordinator Missy Smith about the event.
The idea came about when I was online searching for different events that we could bring to downtown Valdosta. We're looking for new ideas. So there's a whole bunch of restaurant weeks going on, and we thought, why not bring it to downtown? Everyone's excited. We had a meeting, it probably would have been January or February to plan it, and we had all of the different restaurants downtown, and everyone had their input, and they're all really excited to host this. Monday is our kickoff, Monday the 20th, and it is an evening event. It goes from 5 to 9. Where you can come down to the square and buy a wristband. And once you have your wristband, you can walk to any of the participating Restaurant Week restaurants, and you get a bite of whatever their signature dish might be, and you get a pour of a drink. Everyone is invited to the event. We're hoping to bring all kinds of people downtown, new, old, all the ages in between. Kelsey Stone Trio will be here on Monday night. We're having the Showmobile out from Parks and Rec, so it'll be fun.
For more information on Downtown Valdosta Restaurant Week, contact the Main Street office at 229-259-3577 or visit their website at valdostamainstreet.com. Do you need mulch for your landscaping? Free mulch is available from the City of Valdosta. Yard debris that most of us just put on the side of the road is taken by the Public Works Division, dropped off, then eventually chipped and turned into mulch for citizens of the city to pick up for their own personal use. The compost site is located off of Valtech Road. If you would like to pick up some free mulch from the city, contact Public Works at 229-259-3597. Community relations are extremely important for the Valdosta Police Department, as they have partnered with many organizations around the city for various events. Recently, they have agreed to play a basketball game against a group of teens from the Boys and Girls Club. Both sides played hard, with the teenagers showing slightly more skill and much more depth and endurance than their undermanned opponents. For the police department, the important thing was not to win the game, but to build a good relationship with a group of kids that they otherwise may not have.
They like the kids about Valdosta, actually, because most kids don't get in trouble no more as like they used to. So, and then they want to show that all cops are bad, police officers are bad, and you just want to have fun, be young again. I can understand that. Most people don't get opportunities like this, so this show how blessed a lot of people are.
The Boys and Girls Club came out on top 63-40 in the four-quarter game. The police department hopes that the kids remember more than just the final score.
The Public Information Department is providing as many ways as possible to get information to citizens. Currently, you can receive information from the city's website, Metro 17, and the various social media outlets including Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can even sign up for e-news through the website that will send you important information directly to your inbox.
One of the challenges of reaching citizens with information is the many different ways that people communicate these days. To meet that challenge, the city makes a strategic effort to communicate through a variety of different communication vehicles. Our goal is to provide information about our community and our local government to citizens who communicate through the traditional sources like the print and broadcast media, including our Channel 17, as well as those who are fully involved in the social media environment, and everyone in between. Valdosta is best when citizens are fully involved. That's our goal, and we continually assess what we're doing to make sure that we are reaching all of our citizens with information about their community.
Citizens recently received the annual water report through the mail, and you can currently go to valdostacity.com to view the summer 2015 edition of City Beat. For more information, contact Public Information Officer Samantha Matthews at 259-3548. Now let's take a look at what's happening in the city this week. July 9th, City Council meeting, 5:30 at City Hall. July 14th, Mayor's Council for Persons with Disabilities at 1 p.m. July 15th, open house for its 2040 Transportation Vision Plan from 4 to 7 at South Georgia Regional Library. July 18th, Farm Days from 9 to 12 in downtown Valdosta around historic Lowndes County Courthouse. July 20th, the 7th Annual People's Choice Award Contest Award Ceremony at the Annette Howell Turner Center for the Arts from 5 to 7. July 20th through 25th, Restaurant Week in downtown Valdosta. July 22nd, open house for the 2040 Transportation Vision Plan from 4 to 7 at South Georgia Regional Commission. July 23rd, City Council meeting at 5:30 at City Hall. July 30th, open house for the 2040 Transportation Vision Plan from 10 to 6 at McMullen Southside Library. July 30th, the 2nd Annual Guns and Hoses Blood Drive at the City Hall Annex. Serving on a local board is just another way to be involved in our community. We would like to encourage anyone that is interested to volunteer and become more involved with your city. Visit the city's website to learn more about the 10 positions currently vacant and how you can have a direct impact on your local government and your community. This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our website at valdostacity.com/Metro 17. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limit.
Follow us on Twitter at City of Valdosta and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to see past stories and shows. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time here on City Focus.